Karma. I was getting my routine monthly haircut. As soon as I walk in, my barber asks, "Did you hear?" After 5 minutes, he was sharing a story that completely blew my mind. Well, not sharing a story, but showing me some screenshots. Flashback. When I was in undergrad, I felt alone in my freshman year. I was 17 years old in college. What's so bad about that? I couldn't go to the clubs with my friends, needed to be 18. One night, when everyone had gone clubbing, I got fed up. I decided I needed a way to get into the club. I didn't want to get a fake ID. There were plenty of students who got into a lot of trouble for having a fake ID. Too many undercover cops around my area to take that kind of risk. So, I went on Facebook and began messaging a bunch of club promoters in the area, from low-end clubs to the high-end clubs. Most of the people didn't respond back. They just left me on red. But there was this one fellow who did respond back. And he wasn't a guy from the low-end clubs. Instead, he was a guy from one of the top spots in Tampa. I wasn't expecting him to respond back at all. Let's call him Lewis. Lewis asked, "What's up, kid? I'm about to go out." This was my moment. I said, "Lewis, I would like to be a club promoter for you guys." He asked me my age. I said, 17. He responded with, "Look, kid, you're too young to work for me. But when you're 18, come through and I'll give you a job." I was astounded. Really? I was just winging this. Had no clue he'd actually be down. But he said I had his word. My birthday was in 2 months. 2 months passes. 2 months breezed on by, and I was officially 18. I shot Lewis a message, and he gave me the club information, said tonight would be my first night. When I met Lewis in person, he was a cool chap who took his fashion very seriously. He introduced me to a bunch of people and said I was his new employee. And he introduced me to another buddy. Let's call him Mikey. Mikey and Lewis were business partners. The two showed me around the area, and now it was time to be a promoter. For the next few months, I was a club promoter for this popular club in downtown Tampa. Ended up promoting events, setting up Facebook pages, and bringing awareness to a variety of parties. I knew Lewis very well, but Mikey? Not that well. Mikey seemed like a dope dude, but still, we never hung out like that. Lewis had gone on to start a family, while Mikey ended up becoming a big player in the Tampa business scene. A lot of people from around the area knew him. Mikey did well for himself. Present. Well, there was my barber, showing me screenshots. Of what? Of Mikey. There were leaked messages of Mikey saying a whole bunch of racist stuff after the protests which occurred in downtown Tampa. This was insane, and it was so bad that it was being picked up by the local news. Tampa citizens were calling out Mikey's businesses and leaving poor reviews. They were canceling Mikey in real time. That's when many others joined the chorus. Mind you, all these are screenshots that are telling me a story. Others were saying Mikey raped them, stole money, and has always been like this. He was just good at hiding it. Just like that, a reputation that took so many years to build just dropped like a sack of bricks. It's crazy how karma works, in a good sense and a horrid sense. The narrative of karma in the West is normally perceived in a negative context. But that isn't always the case. It's more so energy-based. A couple years back, when Nipsey Hussle was rapping, he had no clue he was going to blow up. But he put a lot of energy behind the scenes into his music. Then he ended up getting into legal troubles, which made him quit rapping. However, the positive karma cycle was activated. When Nipsey got out of his legal troubles, he recalled that his past music started to get in the right hands. The right people discovering him allowed him to build connects which propelled his rap career. That's when he used the phrase, good karma. It's just energy. The intention you do something with comes back to a certain degree, which is why micro wins are definitely a thing. If you're doing a small task with the right intent, it comes back later. Karma is sort of like compound effects, but not fully the same. Mikey's story is a sad case of karma. It's a case of character versus reputation. Which one should you focus on? I say focus on character, because that's internal work. Reputation is external perception. Unfortunately, reputation is not always in our control. You can do all the right things, and someone makes up a blatant lie of you. If you were reputation focused first, then your world shatters. If you were character focused first, then you really don't give a shit, because you know you didn't do it. It may temporarily take a toll on you, but you know you'll bounce back. Mikey's case was the sad situation of chasing the reputation before the character. He got the fame. He made Tampa a hot night spot. Celebrities came, and he got rich. But all that was built on a weak foundation and came crashing down. Karma seems scary. However, it's not scary when focusing on character before reputation. Focus on character before reputation and build the right reputation with the people who matter. That's the best long-term strategy out there.